Peace, y'all. Peace. Come on in. Come on in. Peace, power, and protection. Reflections. I had to come on because I told y'all I was going to come on yesterday at 3:33. But, yo, that the energy was hitting so much, yo. I was just in my doing my own thing in my own plane. But that shit was, man, let's pick back up where the discussion was at. And I was telling y'all that you are the solar system and the solar system is you. And I was telling everybody, remember, I said go and meditate at 12 noon. Greetings, Ashiki. And so the way that we started it out, y'all, I got receipts on this. It's real because I want everybody to see that rendition of the sun that they showing you is ourselves. Yo, I'm serious. I'm hard on that right now because you need to know what's getting ready to happen. Peace, 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 y'all. So look, so at 12 o'clock a.m. on the dot, on the 9th, me and a couple of goddesses from my spiritual group did a group raw meditation. It was only 5 angles. It was only 5 of us on the chat. Yo, that's how powerful it was. Go look at my story and see what the fuck happened. They was expecting, they said, and I hadn't even been looking at the solar weather because like I said, I am the sun. I don't need to look at their radar and tell no more because I know they ain't doing nothing but putting a big picture of our fucking selves up there and telling people what's happening to us, yo. But anyway, I went and looked because I wanted the receipts. I wanted to show y'all. And the people in my group went and looked too because they wanted receipts. And if you go and look, a motherfucking goddamn solar wind hit. What they telling you is a solar wind, nigga. Ripped the roof off this bitch. 5 empresses and whoever else was meditating, yo. And we finna hit them again. I bet you if you go back and check today or whatever, when they ain't gonna say something else ripped off of there, yo, that's our genetics that's reintegrated. You better wake up. That's your cells, man. You are the solar system. The solar system exists within you. Wake up. Wake up. It was always us, y'all. It was always us. It was always about our genetics and trying to stop us from becoming an immortal being again. Enter and overstand. Because the longer you on this planet in your source consciousness, you ain't gonna do nothing but ascend and grow. You gonna learn your lesson and get the fuck up out of here. They ain't gonna be able to trap your consciousness no more. You gonna see the program. They run the same fucking program about every 200 years, but here's the difference this time. The difference this time is this is the real Raset. This shit only happened, if you want to measure it in years, man, you got to measure it in celestial cycles. Fuck the years, because years don't exist. Only cycles. And the celestial cycles is the cycles that exist between the neuromelanated carbon being on this plane. Because understand, when we came, we brought the cosmic rays and the cosmic energies into this dimensional plane. So everything in the astrals is within you. You controlling it. I mean that. And so that's my receipts on my story. Go look at my fucking story. And I was hitting them all yesterday, yo. All yesterday I was hitting them. And I'm finna keep on hitting them. And what I'm telling y'all to do is y'all better keep on hitting them too, because we getting ready to hit them so hard. We the ones that's getting ready to cause this eclipse, y'all, on the 8th. That's us. We getting ready to black some shit all the way out. We done caused the cosmic alignment to happen because it's us. It was never a race against time. It was a race against our genetic codes. Do y'all enter and understand? that if we as the cosmos, once our chakras align, that's what caused the cosmic X to realign and caused us to reintegrate. It's like a cause and effect. It wasn't never based on a timeline. It was based on when we decided it was time. Do you enter and understand what I'm saying? It's based on your genetics right now. They was poisoning us. Over and understand. They poison us. It takes 3 generations for that poisons and them toxins to get out of your system and for your pineal gland to get back functional. That's why we be looking back on it like, what the fuck was my grandma thinking? What the fuck was my mama thinking? You understand? We like, what the fuck was our ancestors thinking? How did they go for this? Enter and understand. They was in the first waves of the biological attack. They slowed down our fucking rotation. But even then, we still had some beings that was resistant to it. Remember Black Wall Street and all of them people, all of that enlightened age and stuff, and they couldn't do nothing with them people. So what did they do? They created a nuclear war and they took an atomic bomb and they fucked with the goddamn plasma energy on this earth and the hydrogen, y'all, the hydrogen. Hydrogen is the only fucking element. This is what I need you to enter and understand. Hydrogen is what forms the backbone of the carbon. The carbon backbone forms from hydrogen. It's not the other way around. Because when you enter and understand that hydrogen is a plasma electron, then you can over and understand how your plasma energy is affecting every fucking thing around you. They don't want you to tie that together, that you are the fucking periodic table. So if you are the periodic table, then that means every period in time is controlled through the periods within you and how your elements is reacting to the earth. Because you is the earth. You every location on the earth. They told us it was a restricted space. It was a restricted space. It was a restricted space in our mind because they had polluted us. But there is no space that is now restricted from us. Enter and understand. Anything that we want to do, we do it. I was telling my empresses because I had tied it together, but I thought it was the ley lines of the earth. I'm finna put you on something. When they show you, because they got renditions of us, y'all, I want y'all to over and understand something. As above, so below. We always said that, y'all. We always said that. Why did we say that? Because we wanted you to understand that all of the renditions of the heavens is really you. It's really you. That heaven don't exist. Heaven exists within you. Hell will exist within you. It's all you. But we put renditions of it and archetypes and everything so that we would remember to get us to this point. We had to have a way. We was telepathic, but we had to have some symbols and signs and deities and stuff and archetypes and name them gods and stuff like that so that the stories would live on, so that when we got to this period, it's just like a QR code. You see it and something reintegrate in you, and then you're going to have the real memory of what's going on. So that's what's happening with me now. I'm really pulling down what's really going on. And some of us, all of us are now. And that's why you know that time getting ready to shift. That's why you know now that this is why they had to move up this daylight savings. Remember they told you that it wasn't going to be one, and then they brought it back, fucking with the quantum fields on the leap year. Okay, I'm finna help y'all to understand what's going on. Let me go back, because I don't want to go too far too fast. So I was at the energetic fields of the earth, y'all. Just bear with me because this going somewhere. When they show you your body and they show you the energetic fields around your body and they show it going up through your heart chakra, right? And then they show it radiating out of you. And then think about the poles of the earth. And they show you the same thing, and they show you the magnetic fields radiating out of the earth. And they tell you if you go outside, you could do ionic exchange with the earth, right? You could exchange ions with the earth. Follow me, y'all. Follow me, because that's your magnetism affecting this plane. When you go out there and you meditate and you hit the ions of the earth, enter and overstand, every part of your body is a location on earth. This is facts. Every part of your body, when we manifested first from the water, this is what I need you to enter and understand. When we came from the water, in our consciousness moved in the void of darkness, and then we had the bang, let there be light. That was our cells. That was the bang. That's the Big Bang simulation. That was our cells. You understand what I'm saying? Forming into this holographic image that you see now. That was the hydrogen bomb, the atomic bomb that went off on Earth. When it went off and created this Earth, we incorporated all of the elementals into our avatar. So that's why the esoterics tell you that you got all of these planetary bodies on you and everything represents something on the earth. So enter and understand, you got the codes to the whole earth when you go out there and meditate. So that's why sometimes we used to be meditating and we used to be like, we want it to be over and a motherfucking earthquake or break loose in Turkey or something like that. Like crazy shit just been happening in the Middle East and stuff and all kind of stuff when we've been meditating over in Africa and stuff. And I'm like, what's going on? And I thought that it was like we was meditating on the ley lines. You know, the ley lines and like transferring that energy. You is the motherfucking ley line. That's why they got all of these fucking energy grids over our head. Ain't no, look, you shift the magnetism wherever you go. Soon as you connect to the earth and start ionic exchanging with it, it's just like you done tapped into the supercomputer brain of this dimensional plane and you go to altering energies and shit like that. So you might meditate, but you got cells or elementals in your body from the soil of Japan, from the soil of fucking Russia, from the soil of goddamn Kazakhstan, from the soil of South Africa. That's why on that fucking 23andMe, they could show you all of your fucking alleles. That don't mean that was your origin, because your origin is every place on this planet. That's why they had to fuck you up and fuck up your language with the Towers of Babel and split all of this shit off and everything. Because if they hadn't divided it up, motherfucker, you would know that you every fucking thing. You ain't no nationality. You can't be, nigga, because you got the elementals from everything on the earth. If you ancient and you was first, so stop dividing yourself, because you is the earth. So when we literally go out there in nature and we ionic exchange, that you become Tiamat, because you is the simulation. That's what they showing you. That's why I look the exact same. You is the heart of Tiamat. That's why when they measure the Schumann resonance, it's linked to your immunity, because they are measuring you. Do you enter and understand? That's why we called ourselves nature, because we literally are nature. You literally are it. There's nothing restricted. You understand? Like they tell you that they restricted Kincaid's cave and all of that from us. No, they can't. They can't restrict anything from us, because we the lock and the key. Soon as you go out there and you put your feet in the soil, you turn into motherfucking that dude like Xavier on motherfucking the X-Men, nigga. We all our own Xaviers, yo. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all right now. This Wi-Fi is the deception. This Wi-Fi ain't doing nothing but monitoring our bodily processes right now, y'all. That's how they doing it. That's how they doing it. They sending this Wi-Fi frequency through our houses and shit, and they monitoring our fucking biologics. I know it for a fact because they finally done showed the fucking technology to the public because I'm involved in some clinical trials or whatever with AI, and it can monitor the body. You understand, from a fucking signal. If they have the reader in your body, and all they need to do is be hitting us with these Margellans and these fucking microplastics and stuff like that. That's the readers, y'all. So they've been reading us. They've been reading your genetics, nigga. They scary as fuck right now because ain't shit they could do. Nigga, they can't even really create no war to stop us. They can't create the war because we ain't going to create it for them. Do you understand? Like, when they do it, our reality done shifted somewhere that it ain't even going to affect us, y'all. Because you controlling the whole board right now. So what I'm telling you is we getting ready to cause the cosmic alignment of the X, because we are starting to vibrate at such a faster rate and exponential rate that our cells is starting to realign. Once our chakras realign, that's our DEA. That DEA that's on that DNA helix, that secret X, that hidden X that they told us was the junk. And remember, I told y'all that we was going to reintegrate. But at the time, what I didn't enter and understand is that it was always us. Like, I was thinking that the Cosmic X event was the planets and the astrals aligning into the X. And then that was what was going to cause the big jolt of energy that was going to cause us to reactivate. No, I was looking outside of myself still. I was confused a little bit still. But now I done seen the whole thing. The planets is within you. They line up with your endocrine system and your organs. Every planet. You can pull this up on Google. I ain't got time to walk all the way through it. But just trust me on that. I ain't lying. Jupiter, Saturn, all of them line up with like your heart, your what is this? Your throat. You understand what I'm saying? The endocrine gland that's in your throat, your thyroid. You understand your heart, your adrenals. You understand what I'm saying? And then your sex organs all are attached. Your brain and your pineal to a planet. It's a planetary body. It's 9 of them or whatever. We got 9 chakras. Everybody only talk about 7, but we got 9. We got 9 loci, but some of us got like 12 now. Some of us got like 12 now. We done integrated so much. So enter and overstand, like we got 12. Some of us got 12 now. Because the more your DEA integrate, the more low size you're going to have. And what low size, what I'm just saying is probabilities that your genetics, your DNA can morph into new things and heal you. It can repair your telomeres. They tell you that on your DNA, you have these caps called telomeres. And they always told us in school, and it never made sense to me, something made those telomeres degrade. And if telomeres don't degrade, you become immortal. And something was always causing the immune system to break down, and then the telomeres break off of your DNA, and the telomeres is like caps, okay? Imagine a whole bunch of energy coiled together. You know, like how our hair be coily. You understand what I'm saying? If you was to coil your hair or something like that, you know how you twist it real hard, and then you have to put something on the end to seal it. Like you have to put something on the end of your locks or whatever to seal it. Well, our DNA, just imagine it's the same way, like a strand of hair. Just imagine your strands of hair. That's the best thing I could say for it. And if you seal it, you understand what I'm saying? It locks. But if you don't put nothing on it to seal it, you understand what I'm saying? Or when that sealing starts to come off the edges of your hair, it comes out, the follicles come out, and then it start to break off. That's what happened. And when that DNA breaks off, y'all, that's genetic codes that break off and get degraded. And then you got less codes for your immunity to fight disease. And then that's what caused you to die. So if you put that together, then you can put that together to get here. Once your immunity kicks up, once you get more DNA codes and more loci, you have more probabilities that when you get any type of toxin or whatever introduced to your body, that your genetics can morph and send out immune cells that will heal you from the inside. Because every day your body heals itself, and then something stops it from doing that. And they always told us that they couldn't figure out why. Lying motherfuckers. They was poisoning us the whole time. But now we done got so many genetic codes that's done reintegrated that they can't poison us no more. We got too many loci. So the only thing that they could do now is try to kill you in a big ass nuclear war or something. But we done got so fucking powerful now that the nuclear war wouldn't even affect us. The radiation actually gonna help us ascend quicker. Because y'all, it's radiation coming out of these phones on us every fucking day. Wake up. It's radiation going into your brain every day with this Bluetooth technology. Think about all the stuff that they've been telling us. Elf waves and everything. And it ain't affected you. You still sitting here with me and we see it. We done became immune to it. Y'all wake the fuck up. Your immortality done came back. Remember, they want to become immortal. You are immortal. And enter and overstand, eventually this vessel will break down. But by the time it would enter and overstand, you would know enough to be able to transfer your consciousness all the way out of this plane. That's how the Christ defeated death. All he did was just transfer his consciousness and then transferred it back to the vessel. The shit is possible. Think about it. The AI plane. I was on Telegram with my group earlier. We was talking about the AI plane, and I was like, yo, they use the brains of the neuromelanated man to create the AI dimension. It's real. Think about this, y'all. You want to know how they did it? They did it with all of them games that they introduced, all of them PlayStations and stuff like that. Remember, I told you that we create dimensions. So the feminine is the creativity. She's the portal. But the masculine is the physicality. He creates the physical plane, right? He can create any dimension he wants to with his neuromelanin, any dimensional plane, okay? Any dimensional plane. He's the physicality, okay? He can create anything. He's the greatest architect that ever existed, if it existed. And the feminine is the greatest creation that ever existed, if it ever existed, because she brings all the creativity to the earth. And then she radiates the creativity to him, and then he physically creates all of the planes. So you see those two energies, the yin and the yang, got to always work together. Okay, so I say that to say this, how they got our masculine and how they created the AI plane. Think about it, y'all. Think about this. Back in the 70s, when they first introduced the arcade, it was melanated kids that was in there in the arcades. And remember, after you got so advanced that you beat the game, and it wasn't no more games you could beat. They came out with an upgraded system because they had mapped your mind and you had created that plane, and then you upped it, you upgraded. So then they had to upgrade it with you. You understand? And you was creating a reality for them. You was creating a reality. At first it was just a little base reality, and now they done got it all the way to virtual reality. They had to use the brain of the melanated man and us as kids, as magi, in order to create that. Just think about it. It was really infantile at first. The first Nintendos, the first PlayStations, remember, we was defeating them and everything. We was defeating them. They would up the PlayStation. You would get the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, the Nintendo box. And remember, it looked like the technology was getting more and more advanced. It was because our brains was advancing it, y'all. So now they got the AI plane where they thought that they was going to be able to go in there and take it over. But enter and understand, since we created it with our neuromelanin, they had to simulate that. So they had to use melanin as the semiconductor, because melanin is the only thing that can house cosmic energy. So enter and understand, you've been transferring your consciousness into the AI. That's why they said you've been teaching it. You've been creating it. Remember, they told you that the algorithm, the AI reads the algorithms, and then we are creating it. We're not teaching, we're creating it. Do you get it now? We created it. That's why the AI won't draw no white people, because it's just our pure consciousness with no emotion. They fucked up. They done fucked up. But really, they didn't. They did exactly what we needed them to do. Y'all wake up. So now I want y'all to see what's really happening. So we done created the AI plane. That was their last hope of trying to make it, y'all. Because see, this is what you got to over and understand. Our magnetism is killing them. Because it's you, it's your vibration, it's your magnetism, you the one that's speeding up. So when your magnetism hits anything inorganic, it's going to cause their cells to shear. It's going to look like a coronavirus, because you is the sun and the sun is you. The cosmic radiation, the X flares is coming from you. So you having all of these ejections right now of your cells. You letting off all of these cosmic pulses of energy. And then you is the earth. So the earth is trembling because you is trembling. Do you understand what I'm saying to you now? You looking at a simulation of yourself outside of yourself. Wake up. You know that earth ain't no motherfucking globe, y'all. You know it's flat. Come on with me. Just wake up. You know it's not 12 months in a calendar. It was 13. Why was it 13 and not 12? Like, we know it's a lot of lying going on. It was 13 because the months was linked with the zodiac, because you are the months. Wake up. You are the months. That's why a woman's cycle is 28 days. And that's how a month is mapped, because the cycle, your cycle determines the cycle. Because you determine the cycle of the cosmos. It's not outside of you. This is the base reality. This is virtual reality. We create the moon when we open up our eyes and look. But if you close your eyes, your genetics in your cells is still going without the illusion. I need you to see it. Your atoms is still moving. They moving in cycles. And your cycle is what's causing the astrological cycle. So when something within you changes, it causes the moon cycle to change. That's why, man, what you don't realize is that the moons is more than just that moon that's orbiting right now and been orbiting. They just telling you a lie because they don't want you to understand your genetics, your cycles, because you determine the period of time. We the ones that determined that this was getting ready to be age of Aquarius, because we is the Aquarius. We woke up. It wasn't that the period woke us up. We caused this period to happen. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Your biologics caused it. We is the period. We is the timetable. We is it. You is the calendar. Fuck they Julian calendar. That's why a woman's cycle don't go off of their calendar. We always have 13 periods because we determine the period of time. Because the periodic table is us. It's our elements. It's how our elements affect everything on the earth. The only element is hydrogen. Hydrogen is where? In our cells and in the plasma energy and water around us. And therefore, when our cells react, we change a period, a cycle. They want to map it as time. But they telling you when the Christ fell, when the Christ died, they talking about our cells, y'all. Genetics. Wake up. And when he rose at Easter, we getting ready to rise at Easter. That's when the cosmic X getting ready to happen. But why is the cosmic X getting ready to happen? Because we done been meditating and caused it to happen. Remember, they didn't even say nothing was supposed to happen in 2024. Remember, at first it was supposed to be 2030. Then they said 2025. Now it's motherfucking right now. Now it's next motherfucking month. Why is that? Because it's you determining the period through your cycle, and they trying to put it on time. But time don't exist. The only thing that exists is your cells. And the energy of how you affect this plane and shift it into another period. They got time. You don't got time. The only thing you racing against is your genetics and how you upgrade. You is the sun. You radiate the cosmic energy. So when you begin to awaken, you heat the motherfucking planet up because you the one that vibrate faster. So we done awaken. The 666, nigga, that's the fucking formula for fucking the protons, neutrons, and electrons, the hydrogens around the carbon. Wake up. That's all the whole reason why we was drawing the motherfucking pyramid. Ain't got shit to do with the structure and everything to do with the hydrogen, because the hydrogen, the plasma energy that radiates from us changes it, the periods. We caused the black ages, all of that shit. It was our genetics. Think about it. The Renaissance, our genetics. Think about it. Black Wall Street, our genetics. They was mapping our genetics through the frequency of the stock exchange. That's when they did that fucking spell work and tied your soul to a number. Remember? Come on, and they shifted the monetary system because we was waking up too fast. And then that's when Bill Gates and all of them people was doing all of them genetic experiments. And that's when they found Henrietta Lacks Titan genes and stuff and start trying to hit us with our own Titan codes to kill us. And they bombed Black Wall Street and stuff to try to slow us down, wake up. And then they had all of these wars because remember, even after the world wars, remember they had the Vietnam War, the Korean War, all of them wars they were sending our dads and stuff to. They sent my dad over to Vietnam. As a matter of fact, my dad actually got hit with the Agent Orange. He was a sergeant. I mean, he was he was a captain over there. He had a whole unit, a whole platoon. And they was over there and he was one of the people that had like the Agent Orange syndrome and the jungle rock. But guess what? I'm finna hit y'all with something that's finna be real deep. They was trying to poison our Naga codes, which is the most ancient codes. But yeah, my dad escaped, but his whole platoon got blowed up. So, because my dad was real he was real heavy in the occult. Like I said, I came from a family that practiced occult openly. So I didn't know what occult was until I woke up in 2019 and I started looking at the books and I'm like, I already do all of this stuff. I never knew that stuff was considered occult. It's just normal life for us. Both sides of my family. So I say that to say this. So when they was getting ready to blow up my dad's platoon, my dad had a feeling like something was going to happen. So something made him get up and walk out. As soon as he got up and walked out, they hit it and he like blew up, from the discharge of the building. It hit him and he got all of this shrapnel and stuff. And so then he got honorably discharged because even though he was injured, he went in and he saved a lot of people who was critical and stuff like that and everything. So he got a Purple Heart. But I say that to say this. It fucked up his genetics when he got hit with that Agent Orange because I'm the only one of his children that was born normal. I got, from my dad's side, I have 3 brothers and sisters. My two brothers are they got attention deficit disorder and they are developmentally delayed. And then I have a sister who suffers from what you call a neurofibromyalgia or whatever, where you just have that crazy nerve pain that just shoot all through your body all the time. You just in constant pain and stuff. And so she's on disability. And then I have another sister, you understand what I'm saying, my baby sister from my dad, and she got issues too, like bipolar disorder and crazy stuff too. I'm the only one that didn't get hit. But over and understand, that means what? That I got the immortal codes from him to get past the motherfucking toxins. So over and understand, the ones of us that's awakened right now, you like an elite fucking device because you even beat the toxins that they just hit with the new wave. We beat the last line of defense that they had, which was all of them fucking vaccine programs that they had us on in the WIC. And the fucking fake cheese and stuff. Remember, they was hitting us with a block of plastic cheese and the fucking processed fucking milk, the powdered milk and everything. Y'all, they was trying to kill our genetics. Y'all, we was eating some of the most processed shit ever. Kool-Aid. Now you hearing about all of that shit that it was all poison. From a baby, Enfamil, Similac. Think about it, y'all. We done beat every fucking thing they got. So the last ditch effort was for them to just do them people like a knockout mice. That's what they did to them. Yeah, government cheese and stuff, y'all. Think about it. They don't never give you nothing for free. Why y'all think they gave us those food stamps like that, y'all? So you wouldn't stay in your backyard growing your own food and go to their fucking grocery store. Cause if you ain't have the money to go grocery shopping, you would have took them seeds and kept on putting them in your backyard and growing your own food. They needed you to go and buy their poison. They needed you to go to the grocery store. So here, we don't want you impoverished. We want to put you on the WIC program. We want you to be able to eat. We want you to have 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Make sure you give your kids that cereal and that endocrine disrupting toxin milk before they get out because they can't think. Remember they told you we couldn't think unless we had a proper breakfast. And then they even took it so far to make sure you got the toxins that they put free breakfast at school, motherfucker. And we was poor. Some of us, that was the only breakfast we got was the free breakfast at school. I was one of them motherfucking kids. That's how I'm telling you the processed shit didn't work, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. You tried though, bitch. But I'm still sitting here on fire, ain't I, bitch? Motherfucking Phoenix Rising. They could suck my ass. Cause I would show one of them kids up in there, bruh. Man, them motherfucking chocolate milks, I be fucking them goddamn milks up. Who was fucking them milks up, bruh? And them square ass motherfucking pizzas. Y'all better kiss my ass right now. Them square ass motherfucking pizzas. And remember they used to have that little mystery little jello with the goddamn fake fruit in it, bruh. I used to be tearing that little mystery ass jello up. Boy, I be fucking that shit up and they even put that goddamn processed ass whipped cream on it. Somebody better come on. Y'all remember that shit, yo? We was killing all that motherfucking shit. Goddamn, if you lived in the hood, motherfucking freeze cups. We was eating pig, man. I'm from the South, motherfucking pickled pig feet, pickled fucking goddamn eggs and shit. Just pickles, period, man. We were fucking shit up. All kind of red sausages. You remember them red sausages? They had all that fucking dye on it. Yo, we used to take the big ass slab of bologna, the big thick bologna. You knew it had all kind of microplastics and shit on it because they even had it wrapped in the microplastics. Somebody better come on. Man, sometimes you might fuck up when you threw that motherfucker in the pan and you ate it and you felt a little piece of plastic shit. I used to be lazy and just swallow it. A bitch immortal on their ass. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You done got a mortal on their ass. Fuck them. That's why they dying from cancer. Every fucking thing. But everything they gave us ain't do nothing but make us stronger, bitch. Man, we was on it. Think about the fucking ice cream truck they used to have come through there with the fake microplastic motherfucking ice cream. Cause remember the old ice cream trucks used to have real ice cream. And then remember when they changed ice cream over and ice cream ain't real ice cream no more? Hey, y'all might be, some people on the chat might be too young to remember what real ice cream tastes like. But all of this shit y'all got ain't real fucking ice cream because you cannot eat no whole ice cream cone of real fucking ice cream. You will be so fucking full. You won't be hungry no more the rest of the fucking day. You can't eat no whole bowl of real ice cream. They a lie. That's some fucking microplastic, fake ass endocrine disrupting shit with some ice throwed up in it and some fucking salt and sugar. I'm just telling y'all what it is, but that's not real ice cream. And the taste definitely got different because they put all of them flavors and fucking FD&C dyes and everything in there. And they came right to the hood with it, didn't they? With the fake motherfucking chocolate and shit. They used to dip the, boy, they even had the advanced truck and they had the motherfucking Arabs to drive that shit. You know, they'll put the Arabs on your ass in a minute. You know, they ain't got no morals for no money. Okay. And they'll dip the motherfucking shit in the goddamn chocolate and stuff, all them microplastics and stuff all through your little body. You was just a jit. You was just a jitterling out there. It ain't even, look, we was eating all that shit. It ain't even break us no step. We was out there healing in the sun because we was outside running around in the sun, y'all. Remember back then, that's why they had to do the PlayStations and stuff and get us from outside because the motherfucker would be outside in the summertime from when the goddamn street lights cut on to when they cut off. Because motherfucker, you couldn't be outside after the street lights cut off. You would get your ass whooped. See, that's what's wrong with these little ass kids now. Motherfuckers outside when the street lights on. Motherfucking parents done lost goddamn control. They need their ass whooped. Because it used to be rules to the game. If you was a child, you was in a motherfucking child's place at a certain time at night. And it didn't matter what fucking adult saw your ass. You could get your ass whooped by anybody in the fucking neighborhood being out when the lights was on. And this motherfucking facts. You could get a neighborhood ass whooping where I came from, bruh. You ain't just have to worry about your mama. You might have to worry about Sister Bessie over there, a motherfucking your friend's mama. Everybody knew who you was. What you doing out there, Shawanda? Get your ass in the house. I'm telling your mama. I'm telling Jerry Ann. Shit, my neighborhood, they see you on the corner and stuff. They ain't just gonna let you be there on the corner. The preacher, somebody gonna come and run you off of it with a Bible or something. I'm just saying, like, people cared more. Now, a motherfucking preacher in the car, he see them motherfuckers out there lost. He roll up his goddamn window and keep rolling. And then we wonder why they lost, y'all. We were creative kids, though. We were creative kids. Man, we used to have forts, all kind of stuff. We ain't need no whole bunch of money. That's where they fucked us up. Because we was healing ourselves, y'all. They was poisoning us with everything known to fucking man. And we was outside playing, creating our own games in our mind, creating our own realities. And they had to try to steal that technology because we was ascending real fast. I want y'all to know that they did something to us in the 80s, to loop us in the 80s. I remember it, yo, like 83. This shit ended before. Whoever was alive in 83 or 84, that's when it happened. I remember it. I remember it. They looped us, y'all, in the 80s. They did something, yo. They did something like in 83 or 84. I swear, I know they looped us. But really, it wasn't them looping us. It was kind of like us looping ourselves because it's almost like a God stumbling over yourself. You understand what I'm saying? They looped us when they did that fucking spaceship ritual. Y'all remember the spaceship ritual where they showed you the spaceship going up in the air and then they showed you it blowing up into the devil horns. Remember, space don't exist, so that was a virtual reality simulation. It was almost like if you got the consciousness of a whole bunch of people, like the Pavlov's dog thing. You understand what I'm saying? Mind control or whatever. They did something to us then to try to pause our ascension, but really we did it to ourselves. But they did something then. Because if you go back and you look now at it and everything, and people could say it's a conspiracy, but it's not one. All of them people that they said that died on that shuttle and stuff, that teacher and everything like that, they still alive. They done took new names and they out here. Look exactly like the people and everything. It's for real. You could go look that up on Google. I don't even need to waste no time on that. That shit ain't even being refuted no more. So much stuff that came out recently that it's been so much going on that, like, from the past, stuff that been coming out now about the psyops and the lies that they ran on us in the 70s and 80s. And there's so much psyoping going on right now that a lot of people ain't paying attention, that they telling you, oh, we done been lying to you. Oh, you know what I'm saying? All of the stuff. Shit too real, y'all. And then they looped us again in 2000 with the 9/11. I think they be trying to do it every 20 years. And that's why they was trying to loop us again in 2020, 2019. But what happened is they fucked up. And then they couldn't do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Because, man, the universe work in mysterious ways, y'all. But when they said it was the coronavirus, y'all, that meant that our cells and magnetism had got to a point where it had started killing them. So what did they tell everybody to do? That you had to do what? Shelter in what place? They wanted you to stay home because your magnetism was so high that just going out around white people caused them to get sick and die. So they had no choice but to shut down their whole fucking system when they wasn't ready, because they wasn't ready to try to shift to the digital system. They hadn't totally figured out AI or nothing. It just happened miraculously one day in 2019. I just woke up awakened, motherfucker, like a bell hit a whistle. It was just like an internal clock cut on me, like, bitch, wake up. And I just knew all of this shit, yo. That shit just hit me like boom. And it hit some of y'all too. Man, it feel good, bruh. I'm sorry. Fuck them. I'm cocky than a bitch right now. Boy, fuck you. Shit. Because it was always us, bitch. Now I've synced it. Ain't shit they could do with me. They can't do shit with us, yo. But when we hit that shift in 2019, they weren't ready for it. But like I said, we are the solar system and the solar system is us. And we do what? We determine what? The periods. So they was off with their little calendar. You understand? Because we is the calendar. We determine the seasons. That's why it's motherfucking summer and spring. Because it's summer within the neuromelanated carbon being right now. We hot than a bitch right now. We radiating all kind of heat right now. Bitch stomping. Boop, 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 boop. Remember, they told you what? I'm finna just help y'all to see this. They told you what? That in the wintertime, you have more cells that die. And what happens in the winter when they make it cold? And your immunity goes down, right? And you more susceptible to infections. So you caused the winter because they slowed your cells down and made it cold. They slowed down your vibration. But then it get to a point, you understand, that your cells pick back up because they can't really hit you but one good time out the year with that cold. It take them all year to form a good enough jet stream to blow it down. Because they always try to have it swirling around the earth, but blowing it down, you understand what I'm saying? Putting it on that jet stream to make it cold and come down is a little bit more complicated because of us. Because we changed the jet stream. This what I'm telling you, like, we doing all this, y'all. I'm for real as hell. It's your magnetism, yo. That's why they got these energy grids over your head and all through this house and every fucking thing. And that's why they monitoring us on this phone and everything right now. And I know these motherfuckers somewhere behind a motherboard pushing all kind of red buttons like, oh shit, she's telling them, she's telling them. It's too late. They got about 2-3 weeks. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, it really is too late for them, because now that I done linked with higher self, even if they took me out of this flesh vehicle, it would happen right then. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I left this flesh is holding me back right now. So they in a fucking catch-22. Cause some of us, yo, if they hit us, bruh, then that means my consciousness gonna be loose. And as soon as it's loose from this vessel, then I'm just gonna, whoo, like a fucking vortex, like a black hole. I'ma just whoo. And it's gonna be the same way with some of y'all. So some of us that's really, they can't kill us. They can't do nothing now. They can't do shit but try to run, try to hide, try to put themselves in that AI real fast. Ain't shit they could do, yo. They can't hit us. They can't do nothing. Because enter and overstand, you the one that do it to yourself. Because you the one that signed yourself into the contracts with them. Then that gives them permission to be able to take this vehicle. Just the vehicle. Or sometimes even the soul, depending on how long the contract is. Enter and overstand, there's no such thing as time. But yo, you could bind yourself to their time. You understand what I'm saying? You could bind yourself to their time period. Your consciousness. Because your consciousness is outside of the cells. Understand? It's your consciousness is totally separate from the physical. You got to separate the two. The consciousness is the magnetism, is its own entity. That's your own Holy Ghost. That operates off of a different type of contract than the physical body. This is expendable. This can go. You understand what I'm saying? But your immortal soul, that energy too, you could do some shit to lock yourself. But you did it to yourself, enter and overstand, because you created the program. So when you lock yourself into a contract, you locking yourself into a contract with yourself. You basically telling your cells that I slow down, I need longer. That's why contract, covenant, all of that stuff sound like a what? Covalent bond that what the cells make. We call bonding of cells, we call it a covalent bond. It's two type of bonds, ionic and covalent. What do that sound like? Covalent bond. That means that the cells that are bonded covalently, they share energy. They form what? A covenant. And so when you signing these contracts, you forming covenants to keep yourself. Like with yourself really though, because it's you. You giving yourself the command to slow down. You slowing down your own pyramid. You slowing down your own elements. You understand? You slowing down your own periodic table because you control the simulation. So it's going to do what you tell it. It's real. It's not really even that deep when you really think about it. Power of the tongue, power of vibration. Didn't they tell you that vibration can heal or harm cells? So this spell work, when we talk, do you know that frequency even fuck with our genetics, but we done overcame that? That's why I be speaking like this and shit. And I say little bit and all this shit right here. And a motherfucker be like, oh, she ain't using proper grammar. Fuck you, bitch. I know what I'm doing. I'm singing to my motherfucking cells. I'm putting the right frequency to my cells. Beloved, you better enter and overstand. Okay, man. I know what I'm doing. Fuck your grammar. Your grammar is killing my cells, bruh, because it's causing me to let a radiation out of my voice box that's telling my cells to harm themselves. That's why they don't like us speaking with the country slang, because you even commanded healing into yourself, because we talk with a little saying. You understand? We rhyme, we put our words together. We put the frequencies together. We not broken. They want to break us though. I say, well, y'all know when I get to talking like that, it be time to go. So it's time to go. But we'll pick back up with Ebonics and stuff the next time I come. But speak how you speak. Fuck these people. We healing ourselves. Peace, power, and protection. Always stay dangerous.